Hel- Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of How to Get Into Your Dream College. I'm Vincent and I'm here with my classmates Serena and Claire. As seniors, we have all applied or are applying to the colleges of our choice. So when approaching that, what criteria did you guys use to create your college list? Because for me, I think all about the rankings. I've got my eyes set on schools' reputations, especially in the field that I'm going to apply into. For example, I chose JHU for my ED because it's so well known and respected in biology and medicine. Honestly, I don't know if I want to go anywhere else for that.
But why are you so sure that JHU is the school that you want to spend your 4 years in? Have you guys visited the campus before?
No, I haven't had the chance to visit.
Well, I actually been to Northwestern before. There's a beach nearby, and I love the environment so much.
Well, okay. I think it's very important that you guys visit the location first. Since you're most likely going to spend many more years in the place, you might want to check out the vibe there. There are issues such as seasonal depression.
I mean, you're right. Actually, my sister went to Hopkins, and she always told me how cold it is. I mean, I'm from somewhere that's warmer, and I really hate the cold. So, now thinking about it, JHU might not be the best fit for me.
Oh, speaking of your sister, she is studying BME, and you are also choosing biology as your major. Did your sister prompt you to choose this major?
So my family, including my grandparents, parents, uncles, and sisters, are all in the medical fields, and I think when deciding my majors, my family played a huge role on it.
So you mentioned that you followed the path of your parents. Well, my parents studied business, but me and my brother went the complete opposite side. My brother studied professional flight, and I developed an interest in computer science.
Yeah, I know. But how did you realize you wanted to do CS? I developed my interest in medicine and biology after I actually got into a lab.
So the whole story started from 9th grade. I developed coding projects like AI apps. Later in junior year, I led the iGEM team to code a website, winning the Best Wiki prize. Building upon these experiences, I confirmed my major as CS.
Well, I bet you wrote that all down in your Y major essays. By the way, where did you guys get all these ideas for essays?
Oh, when I run out of ideas, I use ChatGPT as a reference.
Bro, you actually use AI to edit your essays? I think actually a common mistake is that students regard AI as a reliable source, even when approaching essays. For me, I think using AI tools will make essays simply more systematic.
Yes, I would have to say that ChatGPT is not always reliable. There was once when I was researching for an essay for USC. Then ChatGPT gave me links from the University of Southern Carolina. So we definitely have to double check the essay again after using ChatGPT.
Well, Serena is the luckiest of us, since she don't have to do any essays for her applications, right?
Yes, as an Australian citizen applying to Australia universities, there won't be any essays that I have to complete. However, one thing about document is that you have to know that the graduation certificate you receive from WIGO will be without credential evaluation.
What? But we're studying in the international program. Why don't we have an international certificate?
I know, right? It sucks. You have to check if your school will take this type of document if you have citizenship of another country. For me, because I'm an Australian citizen with international qualifications of SAT and IELTS, and somehow some universities just don't accept the fact that I hold both local graduation certificate and citizenship. Even though the tuition will be less, it still causes a lot of trouble.
Whoa, stop. I can't imagine the whole process. What are some common mistakes or pitfalls you guys encountered during the application process?
For me, I think the biggest issue was systems, because different universities use different application portals, and sometimes they just don't communicate with each other at all. I once saw that I submitted everything, but then the system just kept on showing me that something is missing.
Oh yeah, like SAT, any English qualification tests need at least 1 week to be delivered to the institution. So just make sure that you don't rush it to the last minute.
Also, double checking is super important. Just don't assume that because you've uploaded something once you're done. You have to check your email, your portal, just check everything again.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest pitfall overall is just assuming everything will work out on its own. Trust me, it won't.
So what tips or advice would you give to juniors who are just starting the whole application process?
First of all, don't listen to Jessica.
What? That's very rude.
No, but seriously, don't blindly listen to some random people who swear that they know everything about college admission. You know, everyone's situation is different.
Yeah, I like to add that we should all talk to alumni. If you can, reach out to people who actually gone to the school and you're interested in. They'll give you the best advice than rankings on the internet.
Also, start early. Even if it's just for researching schools or understanding the whole requirements. It really reduces your stress and also set clear goals.
Oh, speaking of starting earlier, if you guys could go back in July, like a time travel, what would you do differently?
I said definitely I will prepare more for the SAT because I keep telling myself I'll study tomorrow and then suddenly it's really tomorrow and I have to face the test.
Same, I tell myself not to give up so easily. There were some moments where I felt burned out or thought, maybe I'll just apply next year, but pushing through really matters.
Well, for me, essays, I would start drafting way earlier. Even bad drafts, you can always revise, but staring at a blank page in December is super depressing.
Also, it's okay to feel overwhelmed because even though everyone looks super calm on the outside, trust me, everybody is stressed down deep side.
Lastly, do you guys have any thoughts about standardized tests like TOEFL or SAT, transcripts, visas, or any other documentations you faced?
I mean, for TOEFL and SATs, they're important, and you have to do the test over and over again to achieve your best scores. But they won't define you as a person. However, messing them up will most likely disqualify you in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, SAT isn't everything. Like, I got a score about 1,500, but still got rejected from JHU.
Bruh, for international students, I guess things like visa take time. You cannot just rush them through deadlines like my brother.
Yeah, knowing how the system works is sometimes just as important as your stats.
So, no matter where you end up, that's all for today's episode of How to Get into Your Dream College.
Thanks for listening, and we hope the best luck of your applications.
You've got this. See you next time.